Hi everyone, it's Krista, and this broadcast will show you how to make your Google site pretty. So the best advice that I can give you is if you've never done this before, I am in no way a graphic designer, and if you're here watching this video, you aren't either. So always go into sites, and when you're creating that new site, use the template gallery. And I've got how to create a site in another video. But go and browse this template gallery. You've got just your domain, things that people in your domain have made. You've got all kinds of different galleries to look through. So go and find something that you like. This company website's pretty cool. So you could go in here and take that template right there from their site. Okay, so that's pretty much the easiest way to make things quote unquote pretty. All right, so definitely use that template gallery. Now, if you've already done that and maybe you've seen some other sites that you like for inspiration, here's our McNeil site. There are a few tips and tricks that I use to keep my site uniform and keep it looking pretty. For example, right down here, I've got our MHS Mavstagram feed in a little widget. Okay, so I created this widget on Snap Widget, and I'll link that down there in the description bar for you. But I wasn't really sure how large this had to be. So I used an extension right here called Page Ruler, and it's in the web store. The link is down in the description bar, and I've added that to Chrome. So once you've added that, let me show you what it does. I click on Page Ruler. I enable element mode. I'm just hovering over these little carrots right here. And then as I scroll my mouse over the site, it's measuring different things for me. So if I need to know how large this area is, where I want my Mavstagram to be, I can hover over that space and it's telling me that the width is 225 pixels and the height, of course I don't really care about the height because it's measuring this entire thing. But I know that the width of my widget that I create needs to be that big. Okay. So Page Ruler is really helpful with that. Maybe you want some little icons like this. You can hover over them and know exactly how large they are on the page. It's a very helpful little tool to make your site pretty and uniform and have things be the correct size. You don't want one of these to be larger than the other or smaller than the other. Also, the spaces in between each of these, if you really get in there, you can measure the space in between them. And that's really important too as far as making it look pretty. So Page Ruler is one that I like to use. And again, that's in the Chrome Web Store and the link is down below the video. Another thing I use is something called Eyedropper. And what Eyedropper does is it matches colors from other web pages. So let's say I want my teacher site to match the McNeil site. Right? I want our school colors. I want this green, I want this blue, or maybe I want this darker blue, or this lighter blue, or both. I can go and use my eyedropper right here. I click on it. It opens up a little pop-up window like this, and I can pick a color from a web page. And now you'll see that as I scroll around, that little square next to it is matching the color. So if I want this green, I can click on it and notice how this changed to green. And look, there's my hex code right there. So when I'm going to create something, I can use that exact color. I just Command C or Control C and I have the color and I can match all of those things. So that's really nice too. Another great color tool too actually are Color Schemer and Peloton. I'm going to show you how these work. So I got that hex code, can paste it in here and set the code. So here's the green, my green on my website, and here are all the colors that would look nice with it. Okay, and I can do that here too. Let's go give it a little, I paste that in there and say okay. So now I've got that same hex code and here are colors that go with it. Right, and I can do 4 different colors, 3 different colors, but all of these are complementary colors that would look really nice on my website. So those are some tools. that I like to use to make my websites look pretty, and you can use them too. And they're all free and they're linked down below. Hope that was helpful. Thanks.